Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 12th of January. Now, first off guys, welcome if you are new. I've got a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to our little community. We've built a community here of like-minded people. We let each other know what's going on in our countries because a lot of us live in different parts of the world, because our mainstream media tends to not give us the truth a lot, and we know we get lied to by our government leaders. So welcome anybody who's trying to find out the truth. Most of us here, we have gone through our awakening. So if you're here, I'm guessing that you've been through yours as well, and you're currently moving through your, moving into your higher frequency vibrations of your spiritual growth journey. Now, there is a little bit of admin to get through this morning, guys. Also, don't forget, if you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. Hit those like buttons. Make sure you hit the bell notifications so my videos pop up as well, guys. And please feel free to comment. We love chatting to each other here. All right, without further ado, let's get into the admin. Thanks for all your well wishes, guys. I'm feeling a little better now. Not great, but I'm getting there. I hope it wasn't the JN1 variant. There's a high probability that it could be. I'm just saying. Who even knows? But anyway, I know a lot of you have been sick as well, and you can hear my voice is a little ordinary today, so bear with me, guys. Now, we'll get straight into the admin, guys. First off, there's a little bit to cover. I was telling you guys about Australia Day that Woolies has stopped selling the paraphernalia and the merchandise. Well, Aldi's has hopped on board now. So if you're Australian, you can't celebrate Australia. How's that work? When you live in Australia, you can't celebrate your own country, but they want you to be multicultural and diverse and all this kind of thing. Like, is any of this making sense to anybody? Like, no one wants anyone to have fun anymore. That's how I see it. Let me know what you guys think, but it's very interesting, isn't it? It's that Aldi's has now got on board with that as well. Like, I'm thinking that's going to rub a lot of people up the wrong way, isn't it? First we had the yes-no vote about the Indigenous voice to Parliament. Now they're taking away Australia Day things. It is like, it's like they're chipping away at Australia, isn't it? I keep saying we're the giant petri dish experiment, which we are. They're just slowly chipping away at us and taking away our, I don't even know, bits of our soul, I guess you could say. You know, we used to be known as the lucky country. And now we're known as the very controlled country. That's how I see it. Heading in a certain direction. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is I've been talking a lot here on and off, and you probably remember for a few months about this country up the top of Australia called Papua New Guinea. Well, out of control. Apparently it's all begun. It's all kicked off up there. There's so much civil unrest. There's violence, there's protests, there's looting in the street. Everybody in Papua New Guinea, pretty much, in certain main areas, has lost their shit. So don't know what's going on in Papua New Guinea, but I'm sure this is where we're talking about there might be the diamond mines. Anyway, I would say big corporates probably got something to do with, maybe. Just my opinion. Remember, my videos are for entertainment purposes only, guys. Take from them what you choose, but it's all kicking off in Papua New Guinea. So whatever I've been getting about Papua New Guinea, it's all come to a head and people have lost their shit in Papua New Guinea. Go check out the videos. It's like out of control violence. Now, the other thing I do have to mention, guys, I haven't forgotten to do my countries. I've just been off this week, so I'll get back to those next week, guys. I have done Canada, UK, and New Zealand, if you want to go check those 2024 prediction readings for those. My sister's done the thumbnails on them too, so you'll find them easier to find if you go into my recent videos. Well, we have to talk about him, don't we? Hunter Biden. Yes, he's making his reappearance on the global stage. Well, he's pleading not guilty again. Yes, apparently it's about taxes and, I'm guessing a bit of fraud and all that kind of thing, corruption maybe. But he is entering a not guilty plea. So Hunter's, got his get out of jail free card again from the Monopoly game. And it looks like he'll probably get away with it yet again. We know nothing ever comes of this. I know it's going to be in your faces, probably in your faces in America, just for a bit of the clown show entertainment. But we know nothing will ever come of it. So he is back in the spotlight, old Hunter. Oh, poor old Hunter. They just won't leave him alone, will they? As if he done anything wrong? You can just see him putting his hands in the air going, prove it, prove it. Because I betcha he's burnt and got rid of a lot of the proof using his IT gurus to delete his footprints. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention too is Taiwan. Now, we know there's always, we talk about a lot here, there's this rivalry. No, it's not rivalry really. China wants Taiwan. That's basically what it is. But I always say Taiwan's been in this protective bubble. It's like a little untouchable by China, which is kind of interesting because China's so massive and Taiwan's so small. So it's really just a power issue for Xi Jinping. But they're going to the vote. I'm not sure when the vote is, but they're going to the vote. And the opposition leader, I did notice on Sky News that they were talking about how he really wants to get better dialogue with China. Now, if you were living in Taiwan, to me, that would be a red flag, alarm bells right there. Anyone who wants to have a good rapport with China, it's not really the way to go. So careful who you vote for if you're in Taiwan over there. So they've got elections, so it's going to be interesting to see where this is headed. Because I'm thinking if that opposition leader wants to improve relations with Xi Jinping, we could be looking at another WEF puppet, I'm afraid, guys. So fingers crossed for Taiwan that they stay independent of Xi Jinping. And they keep talking in Taiwan, telling the people and scaring everyone that there'll be war, all this war talk. I know this is happening globally. We've got the war talk trying to scare everybody. It's just becoming such a joke. I know they're talking like this in Sweden too. Sweden's had it pretty good up to now, but you've got a lot of unrest as well, guys. And I know a lot of you are keeping me up to date with these areas. Because what's happening is they're starting to hit them with reality of the wave that's coming towards them, which is the shit show, circus show agenda. So there's unrest in Sweden as well. And yeah, they keep talking about a war and, just anything that puts fear in people, basically. That's how we see it. The BS detectors, we call ourselves here for you guys. Just more BS that they're feeding people to put fear and raise that fear, or not raise, bring people down, I guess you could say, to that fear frequency vibration, which is not fun. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, speaking of the JN1 variant, which I may have had, I don't know. I don't really carry the little home test kits. We've got Carrie Chant back. I think it was on Clown Planet. I'm going to share that to my Facebook page. Anyone interested in some funny videos, go to my Facebook page. Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach, you'll see it. Carrie Chant, who was our medical officer, health officer. She played a very important role during the CV event, of course. Well, she's back. She's back because this variant is spreading very rapidly, apparently. And she's suggesting that people wear their masks and, social distancing, make sure you're not on top of people and, look after yourself. But mostly, yes, to finish off with, she did suggest getting your updated boosters, because I'm guessing they've probably waned a bit by now. Plus, I think she might have said, I can't remember, that maybe they don't work on this variant. That seems to be the running sort of normal story that they put out every time there's a new variant, isn't there? Anyway, so that's where we're at. We've got the health minister. Is she the health minister? Health officer, anyway, we'll call her. Carrie Chant. She's back. Just when you thought she was gone and be one of the ones that would take her pay packet and run. No, she's still here, telling everyone to go and get updated with the jab. The other thing, I've got one more little bit I wanted to just mention to you guys, which I thought was interesting. I've got a girlfriend who's very in the narrative. I know she's in the narrative because we just don't talk about it. She's fine with me being as I am, because she knows who I am, and I've helped her through a lot of situations, like psychically wise and things like this. So she knows my abilities are very, helpful in some situations. She sent me a text yesterday and asked what the hell is going on? She said, I have seen 1111 a million times in the last week. I can't even deal with this anymore. She was like having a conniption. And me being me, I just said, why are you freaking out about it? I said, this is really positive. I said, you're going through your spiritual awakening process. I said, you're spiritually growing. I said, it's really good. 1111 is a very, very common spiritual sign of awakening. And, you know, the fact that you're seeing it is good. It means you're ascending through your spiritual journey. And then she was all like happy about that. But what my point is, guys, people are waking up. If they're seeing 1111s and getting there manifesting and synchronicities and things like that, and we're talking mass psychosis person who was definitely in it, you know, like wore masks on plane flights even after it was all over and everything, like, you know, jabbed to the hilt, and now getting spiritual signs and asking me what the hell it all means. That means people are waking up, guys. Well, that's one person. I'm sure you guys might start hearing about these things too, but I thought, so I didn't say too much. I didn't say much. I took my own advice. I didn't say a lot. I just said you're spiritually growing. You're becoming more and more spiritual. So they're opening up, guys. I told her to look for more signs. She'll see more synchronicity and signs. I didn't talk about the agenda or anything. A lot of people can't get their head around the agenda part of it because they cannot believe still. I know it's hard to believe, guys, that their governments and leaders and doctors and all this crap would be taking them down and destroying them. It's very hard for people to understand. We know it is because we remember when we first saw it, we were like, what? What the hell is happening here? What's going on? Like, what? Like, we couldn't comprehend it. It seemed surreal. So we have to give these people time. But it is happening faster. So, you know, it's good. Hey, guys, let's shout out to YouTube too for letting us use this platform. I'm trying a new strategy, guys. We do appreciate them letting us use this platform to communicate and share our points of view and having our say. It's good. So thank you, YouTube. Okay, how about we get straight into the reading, guys, and see what comes up. It's interesting because the guides are actually showing me us, and we're seeing everything in current time. We're seeing everything as is at the moment. So we're sitting back, like we're looking at things from afar, we're observing, we're taking things in. But I'm getting that the people waking up, it's like their life now has gone into slow motion. I'm seeing all these people waking up in slow motion. It's like their life has gone into slow motion. That's what I'm seeing. Because what's happening is it's becoming surreal. It's becoming surreal. And everything's like slowing down. And, well, we know that it has to slow down. See, that's what the awakening is. It's about slowing down your mind, slowing down your life, not missing the small things in your life. But these people are now, it's almost like you go through this blurry stage before things become clear. So I'm seeing this for the people waking up. Everything's becoming a little blurry. It's like when something's like moving slow like that, it becomes blurry. It's like anything. There was something I was moving the other day. I'm trying to think what it was. And it was blurry. It's like they still can't quite get the focus right. It's like they've been given the crystal glasses, but they don't know how to use them. It's like binoculars. Okay, let's compare it to binoculars. Binoculars is a good one. You have to really twist and turn them a lot in order to focus on what you're looking at, whether it be close by or whether it be in the distance. You have to adjust it all. So that's what I'm getting. the people waking up, they're starting to be given their crystal glasses where they'll start to see clarity in the world of what's really going on and the truths, but it's still not clear. It's still blurred. They're the ones that have to find ways of getting their reality into focus. So that's where a lot of them are at the moment. They're going through this transitional phase of, blurred vision into clarity. But a lot of them are still there. It's like slow motion, like their life is in slow motion. All right. Not you, not us if you're on this channel. We're watching all this unfold. Now, I've been saying that we've been doing like this masterclass of spirituality. We're now doing our like masters. That's what I've been getting. We're moving into the higher levels of awakening now, where we're starting to learn a lot more. It's almost like, it's like a promotion. It's sort of showing we're like the principal of a school now, where that we've got the students and we're like in charge. We're like the principal. It's that kind of positioning now. We've gone up to that next level. And it's not with ego, it's with knowledge. We've gone up in spiritual knowledge. So we're, it's showing like and this is why we always get this protecting yourself thing. We're like in our own office, like a school principal. That's just what I'm getting. You know, if you think of a school principal, they don't have a lot of friends at the school, do they? You know, they don't. They're sort of on their own. If you think of any school principal, they're a bit on their own. They're seen as this authoritative figure that's on their own. Well, that's kind of where we're at. But it's not with egos. It's not with ego. It's just the positioning. They're just giving us this to show us the positioning that we're now in this like, well, it's kind of, I guess you could say, an isolated room, isolated office, which is our home, our haven. And we're doing our work. We're doing our work. We've got a lot of things to organize and things to achieve. And our goal was always to help people. That was our original goal, even 3-4 years ago. It's like a principal was usually, not always, but usually there to help the students, to help the teachers, to help the students. So it's this, it's done in order. It filters down to the students. So we're still in our, like, we could say office. And we're, it's saying doing our spiritual masters, like extracurricular studies, in order to help the teachers, to help the students. So this is all going to filter down eventually as people start to wake up and realize the truth. But we're still having to do our spiritual master's degree on how to navigate the journey still moving forward. It's still not going to be easy, guys. I say that to you. Life isn't an easy journey. And I said that. Even once you're awakened, you don't just sit still and lay back in your chair and watch Netflix for the rest of your life. That's not what the awakening is. The awakening is about growing, expanding, learning, sharing knowledge, sharing wisdom, helping each other understand each other, making it a better world. One of you, Susaka, I think it was, gave me that song the other day, which we all love here, Michael Jackson's Heal the World. Heal the world, make it a better place. I don't think anyone here could deny that Michael Jackson, whatever happened, we don't know. We only get told what we get fed by the media. We've got to remember that here too. A lot of his songs, he was onto things. Look at that song, They Don't Really Care About Us, of Michael Jackson. Now, that was written a long time ago. So, he was pretty awake on a lot of things. So this is where we're at, guys. We're in our principal's office, but we're nice principals. I'm not getting any of these horrible images of principals, but we're continuing to do our masters. We're continuing our studies in order to help the teachers, to help the people. And look at us here on this channel. We're all teaching each other different things as well. It's not, yes, it might just be me sitting here, steering the channel and the ship, But we come together here as a united front. We come together here as equals. We come together here with our knowledge, our strength. We help prop each other up. God, you guys have been amazing during Sprocket going blind, me feeling sick. Things have been happening. The man flu that I had to get through last week. You know, these are just examples. And hopefully I've been helping you guys too. You know, I give you as much as I can. Sometimes I'd love to write more back, but I get so limited for time with making a video, trying to load a video. You know how it goes. I know you guys understand. So that's where we're all at. We're all doing these extracurricular studies at the moment. Oh my goodness. It's talk about brain overload. Hang on. Oh, Sushi's back. I'm getting Sushi's back. Back again. Sushi's back. Sushi's back. Sushi's back. There's a song about that. Sushi's back. What's that song? Oh, is it by Eminem? Guess who's back? Back again. Oh, anyway, Sushi's back again. I think you all know that. You're going to be hearing a lot from Sushi now. Oh, yes, he's, like I said, straightened his tie. He's ready to go. You're going to be getting talked to a lot by Sushi. And I mean a lot by Sushi. You're going to have so many things addressed. There'll be talk of immigrant issues. There'll be things like we have to be more endearing to these people who have fled these war-torn countries. They're destitute. You know, they really need our help. This is how these leaders are going to feed this to us. They're going to... Oh, that's a change. Didn't they do this with the jab will? Yes, they did. Made us all feel guilty and bad. And then there was the renewables, that if you're not doing your part and, you know, turning your heaters off and everything, you're not saving the planet. Well, now we're getting it again. You're going to get it again with Sushi, at least first, probably. Oh, Trudeau will be there too. About helping these immigrants. And you know, they deserve to have food. Oh, you know, offer them a room in your house, he may say. Oh, it's just mad. I can't believe the world is coming to this, guys. How's the immigration? It is just madness. It's complete madness. It's ballooned out of control globally. It's every country. Anyway, so you're going to get told that you need to do your bit in helping these immigrants. Yep. But during jab will, you know, we'll keep you away from your family. You can't cross borders. You won't be allowed to fly and see anybody. But now it really doesn't matter. No one gives a shit, basically, is what they're saying. Talk about a slap in the face for the little people, peasants and Lego people. Like, because you don't matter. But we're going to blame you and put all the guilt onto you about these immigrants now. They'll probably do that in America too. Cut them a break. Isn't Biden silent about the immigrant thing? I've got to get an update on what he says about the immigrants over there, because they're just pouring, and they're still pouring into your poor country, you poor Americans. This is just madness. All right, so Sushi's going to be on it. You're going to be getting your little lectures that I was telling you about, but in a very, very nice way. He's not going to be condescending. He's just going to be very genuine and sincere, and hope that he can convince the people to get on board with, well, all the crap they're about to steamroll everyone with. We know there's more of the reset coming. The Clown Show 2.0 has already begun. You know, a lot of us here have been talking about the Miami Alien Mall event. There's a lot going on. All right, let me see if there's a couple more things and then we'll pull some cards, guys. Cool. Oh, I'm getting this song. Remember this song? I used to love this song. Oh, I love so many songs. I know you guys love so many songs. January, sick and tired, you've been hanging on me. You make me sad, woman, see. Oh, January, don't go, don't go. And the reason we're getting January don't go is because what happens in February is just going to be bang. We're not going to have wanted January to go. That's why we're getting that song January. Go play it if you haven't heard it. It's a great song. It's really fun. So February sounds like it's all going to be go. The guides are showing me like fireworks taking off, like just globally, meaning the Clown Show 2.0 hits in February. That's why I keep getting protests and stand-ups, a lot of variety of these things in March, April, because they're going to hit that hard, I think, in February globally, that people will be gobsmacked. They're showing me people like, including us. Remember I kept telling you that we're going to think, no, nothing can faze us. Like, what could disturb and be so shocking? But they reckon that there'll be stuff that we'll just go, oh, this can't be happening. People can't be believing this crap. But as we know, they do. They believed the 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Remember? And then it ended up 4 years. Didn't it? Or something crazy like that. I think we're nearly around that now, because didn't it all hit off in 2019? I think that's when the Wuhan event started. Anyway. So I'm getting that January don't go. No! Well, we've still got a few more weeks, guys. Enjoy our bit of freedom and that while we can before the shocks begin. All right. Germany's still going. We've got farmers. We've got people coming behind. The farmers had a win, which is great. Gives other countries hope, doesn't it, guys? I am getting that people are still standing in Germany. They're still backing their farmers. See, and it's funny, isn't it? It's like anything. When you have a bit of a win, you get more supporters. It's funny that it's like a sporting game. If your footy team has a win, you get a lot of new supporters. Everyone wants to be around winners. It's just the way it is. But it's a good thing in Germany, because it means that people think, oh, good, there is potential to win against our government. So it's really quite positive in Germany what's happened. All right, guys, how about we pull some cards today? Let's pull a Foxfire, guys, and see what energy we're needing. This is for us, really, guys. These cards at the end. I hope you guys are all keeping well. I hope you haven't got the JN1 variant. And I hope your aches and pains are going okay. The sun's out today, but I think we're supposed to get a storm again. Who knows what the weather's going to bring beneath the surface. We've got the mermaid energy, the water, the flow behind this, beneath the surface. And see, we always talk here, don't we, guys, about the iceberg analogy. There's always more beneath the surface. And see, we even know that. It's almost like, if you look at her hand here, it's like she's pushing it down, isn't it? That looks like a webbed hand, doesn't it? But she's like pushing it down. We're holding it at bay, aren't we? It's like we don't want to face it. Oh, I wonder why. So I am getting that similar to the iceberg analogy. There's a lot more to come, but we're prepared for it. See, we know it's coming. Let's pull an affirmation as well, guys. Oh, I just don't know what to make of this world sometimes. I really don't. Thank God we can escape into our TV shows, guys. I've been watching a bit of Netflix and Stan because I've been sick the last couple of days. I've had a bit of extra time, and I've been watching a bit of Yellow Jackets, which isn't bad actually. It's a bit gruesome at times, but it's not too bad. But you know what's on now, guys, that you have to go and watch? It's an Aussie drama called Boy Swallows Universe. Go check it out on Netflix. It's so cute. It's about growing up in Australia in the 80s, but it's this guy, and it's actually almost based on his true life story. He grew up in a family that was like drug dealing, and it's really great. I'm really enjoying it. Go check it out, guys. Brian Brown's in it. There's some really good actors in it. Yeah, it talks about him growing up in Brisbane in Darra. It's great. And it just takes you back in time too, to all the old, well, you realise how old you're getting when everything in the movie's like vintage. You kind of go, oh dear. Oh, let's get back to the card reading. There's some great shows out at the moment. There really is. Cry. The earth never held back rain out of fear of looking weak. It releases when it needs to, so that the sun can shine again. Oh, well, that's it. That's like the third eye, isn't it? And this is cry. And of course I'm getting that Roy Orbison song, Crying. And I was crying. The earth never held back rain out of fear of looking weak. It releases when it needs to. That's true. Now I'm getting what they're saying. Like the rain rains because it rains to release all the air pressure and all this kind of stuff. It's like us. And you know, I'll have to admit to you guys yesterday, when I got that song by Paul McCartney yesterday, The Long and Winding Road, I was probably very emotional because I had been feeling not well. And like you guys have really kept me going during this whole like process and the struggles even with YouTube. It's been very frustrating. And I got to say, I played that song and then I saw Linda McCartney in the film clip under his arm, and I got this overwhelming sadness because he really loved her, and she died, didn't she, of cancer? And it was just the saddest moment, and I cried, and I cried, and it felt good. I got to say, it felt good, but I was crying because of all the things that have happened to us, and just the way we've been hurt in the last few years, all of us. And it wasn't just tears for me. It was, that song's very moving, The Long and Winding Road. You know, go listen to it if you haven't. But I had a really good cry to that song yesterday. I think I needed to hear it because it has been a long and winding road and we're still on it. We're still on it. So I had a good release yesterday, so maybe that's why I'm feeling a little better. Let's pull your soul expression outcome card, guys. Oh, jump straight out. Interconnected. I acknowledge that we are all interconnected. In sending love to you, I send love to myself. Some people we have to disconnect rather. Oh my God. Disconnect from for our own health and to stay in our own power. But we are to a degree interconnected. We know how vibration and frequency works. You know, we all know about the energy circles that we all emit, and we can pick up, being empath sensitives, psychics, etc., intuitives, we can pick up energy signals in people very quickly. So we know and sense who to go towards and who to move away from because we do understand how the interconnectedness of the universe works. And then it also works in mysterious ways, doesn't it, of bringing all of us together. Like when I started my YouTube channel 7 years ago, I think I'd been through my dark night of the soul and I just wanted to share with other people because I sort of stumbled across how to get out of it. It was weird, but that was my learning journey. You know, go to your creativities, your passions. You keep yourself busy. You do things that bring you back to life. You look back at your past and go, right, what made me feel good? You keep reaching for the things that make you feel good. And we still do that nowadays. But then my channel evolved and I did a bit of body language. I did a bit of attraction. I did a bit of everything. I've got lots of videos on there if anyone's interested in any of those. And then suddenly, I just thought, well, maybe I could just do a few little predictions or something like that. And then that's obviously the area that you guys needed as well, because we get curious about the world and where it's headed and where it's going and why is this going on and why is that happening? And so I guess it's that interconnectedness that we found each other and came together here, didn't we, on my channel? It's quite bizarre, but then again, it's synchronicity again too, isn't it, guys? All right, let's see if there's one more thing to finish off with today. Oh, I'm getting that song. Oh, I'm going to finish with this song. When I went to that busking recently, I was telling you about that band called Lucy. They're on Spotify, if you want, Lucey. I think they've got 2 songs on there. They were fantastic. They had the best vibe. They were playing in the streets at the National Busking Championships here. And they were singing the Beatles. They sang heaps of songs, not just the Beatles. And they sang JoJo. Oh, and they did such a great version of it. So I'm going to leave you with that song today. They're giving us that because it's such an upbeat song. Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he couldn't do. Get back, get back. Get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Jojo. Do. And you know what it's saying? It's like us. We've got to get back to where we once belong, which is who we really are, our true self. Get back to our happiness, our creativities, the vibes, the music. How much do we love music here on this channel? It's nuts. So I'm going to leave you with that. So I'm suggesting today we go and turn up Jojo. If that's the words of the song that I was... Yeah, that's it. Jojo was a man who thought he was a lunar, but he couldn't. Oh, I don't know the words, but anyway. Get back to where you once belonged. Oh, great song. I'm going to leave you with that today. Happy vibes. We're going to finish on happy vibes today. Take care, everyone. Hit the like buttons, and I'll come and talk to you tomorrow. Don't forget to comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye.